Hello, in this video we're just going to do a really quick how to edit your user profile and how to change your password. So as you can see here, I've logged into my test blog for creating training videos, and you can see I'm logged in as me because it says Michael right up here. This will be important in just a moment. I'm going to head over to the left hand side here on my dashboard and click on the users menu. And you can see here in this blog that we only have one user at the moment, and that is me. M. Sowers is my username. It lists my full name here as Michael Sowers and my email address, my role, and how many posts that I've written. If you have other users in your account, they will also be listed here. And in another video, I'll show you how to add those other users. Now, there's two ways to edit your profile. The main one that I would suggest is using the Your Profile over here on the left. If you're logged in as you, this will take you to your profile. If you have other users listed, as you hover over each one, you'll see this edit. This way, if you are a site administrator and you have created accounts for your other employees, you can edit them also. But in this case, we'll assume you're you, and so we're going to click on your profile. Now, there's several things here that you can change, and most of these you can ignore. Some of them are important. The first one here is the visual editor. This allows you to turn off the WYSIWYG editing in your posts and pages. You only want to do this if you're only ever going to write posts and pages using HTML and CSS, which probably most of you won't do, so I don't suggest checking this. If you're an administrator, you can change your color scheme here. This really, if you want to change it to a blue color scheme, you can, but not really all that important. Also, there are keyboard shortcuts available for comment moderation. You can get exactly what those keyboard shortcuts are here under more information. Not going to worry about that all too much. Excuse me. But they're available if you find you're getting a lot of comments and you want to be dealing with those with keyboard shortcuts. Okay, so let's scroll down just a little bit here. Now we get into the slightly more important information. This area here under name is very important. The first one is going to be your username. You cannot change that, as it says right over here on the right. If you do want to change your username, what you're literally going to have to do is create a new user for yourself and then go back and delete this one. We do ask that you put in your first name and your last name, also a nickname. Generally, I would suggest that the nickname be the same as your username, but if you're a Robert Smith and you're really known as Bob, you can put Bob in as your nickname. And then underneath that, based on what you've put in up above here, you have your display name publicly as. And as you can see, mine is Michael. And if I scroll back up here, that is the Michael that is going to show up in the upper right-hand corner here of your back end. However, you do have other choices. It will generally also provide your first name, your last name, your first name and last name, or your last name, first name, and your username. This really is important because when you create a page or a post, your users are going to see, or your readers are going to see, the name of the person who created the post. So if I write a post on this blog, it's going to say posted by Michael. If I changed it to M. Sowers, it would say posted by M. Sowers, or if I had Bob as my nickname, I could have it say posted by Bob. So you do really want to think about this just a little bit. You can always change it later. If you do, it will automatically update that information on all your pages and posts. Next is the contact information. This is mostly optional with the exception of the email address. This is required because there are some administrative functions in WordPress that it might need to send you an email. If you have a separate website, an AIM contact information, a Yahoo Instant Messaging contact information, or Jabber or Google Talk contact information, you can put that in here. For example, I do have my own personal website. And I can fill that in. And then if people come and look at my profile, they can find out more information about me. Under About Yourself, there is the ability to type in a biography here. Completely optional, completely up to you. I encourage you to do it. Adds a little bit of personality to your account, but it is not required. And then last but not least on this page is your change password. This is why I tell people I cannot tell you what your password is. However, as a super administrator for the whole project, I can change your password. I would literally do it right here. I would go in and find your profile and change it. So if I wanted to change my password to something else, I would just type that in. I would type it in again. It will also tell me whether I have a weak, medium, or strong password. We highly recommend that you change it to a strong password. If it is weak, please pick a better one. If it's medium, probably not that bad. Strong is really appropriate. Obviously, here I picked a weak one. Since I don't actually want to change my password, I'm going to go ahead and remove that. But I have changed other information on this, so I need to make sure I click Update Profile when I'm all done. This will take me back to my profile page, and it will say User Updated. So we ask that you fill all that in, keep that up to date, at least the required information, especially that stuff under Name here, and under User Profiles, where you will also change your password. So that's how you do it. Thanks.